Welcome back, traders. Second portion of our show, market movers. Still waiting for a couple earnings announcements to come out, but let's start with our first mover, drug stock, Eli Lilly.
Eli Lilly was moving last night too. They had some pills approved, some drug and some different pills approved last night, so it was getting a little bit of a lift last night. They reported earnings here this morning, still up about the same amount. It traded up to 39.70 last night after hours, trading exactly there this morning at 39.70. It is bid there too, though, Joel, so it might start to trade higher. The best offer is up at 41. So they seem to like their earnings report because being bid up here 45 cents for the low beta stock Lilly is a pretty good move. Looking at the charts here, we topped out at 40 there a few days ago. Could be some initial resistance there. And then there's about that 40, what is that, 40-40 area where we had a couple of
Yep,
highs there, Joel?
yep,
That's where I'm
yep.
looking there too. What do you think?
Yeah, that I have to concur here. Of course, support would be at the close, and yes, the close was 39 and a quarter, but 39.50 yesterday, or the high from Friday, and 39.46 would be good support. Sure looks poised to test this $40 level and then 40.40. This is for the kind of trade that we talk about, double bottoms and triple tops and triple bottoms. Eli Lilly here is a pretty good example of it.
Here's another one reporting this morning, Joel. U.S. Steel, which is symbol X. They just reported here a few minutes ago. Stock is starting to get a lift. It was actually trending down last night a little bit before the report. This morning it's definitely just reported a few minutes ago, and it's up to 29.20 now after closing at 28.73. So U.S. Steel looking like they're liking the numbers here early. Best offers up at 29.39. Looking at this chart here, I'd say you got decent support there around that 27.75 area where I had a couple bottoms there a few days ago. But getting a lift here that may not come into play today. 29.20. I'd say $30 your first stopping point. Maybe using my whole number theory. What do you think, Joel?
Well, I think it's interesting. The stock is just treading water here above right at yesterday's high, which was 29.33. We're currently the high in the pre-market's currently 29.20. So I'd see what happens. This information, if we can break above the 29.33 level and hold, I'd definitely be looking for that $30 or 30.18, which was the high on Friday. If in fact we can't hold this 29, 25 to 30 area, a little tricky here. Perhaps test the close at 28.73.
Another one reporting just a few minutes ago, UPS. It's coming out here, and the stock is actually getting a lift as well, Joel. 76.85. It's trading after closing at 76.15. So UPS, they're liking the numbers there. Obviously, you want to keep an eye on FedEx, which is FDX as well. The 52-week high on this one is 76.99. We're right there. I'd expect, the 77 number to be your first area of resistance. We start to break out, then I'd start to use my whole number theory again. But off the hop here, I think 77 could, give you some initial resistance, Joel.
Yeah, that's it was a nice formation it had here at 76.50. You had three tops right in that area. We busted through it. We'll now use that 76.50 as support. If in fact they can't hold there, I'd look for that double close area at 76.04 to 76.15. Coming on the upside, man, that 77 sticking out like a sore thumb, Dennis. Above that level, and you run into some more resistance, but really not up to like the 78.5 level.
Let's just do some quick numbers on FedEx for our listeners there too, Joel. FDX, because it could be a moving around with the UPS numbers as well. Obviously, you want to use UPS as your leader today if you're trading FedEx, but give us a quick technical on FedEx as well.
I'm not sure if it's bid up or not in the
No
pre-market.
trades, but it is bid
No.
up 92.30. It's bid up for a couple hundred shares.
Huh. Well, got a real good area here for you folks to take a look at if you're long the stock or looking to initiate a short. A couple tops here, 93.48 and 93.50 from Thursday and Friday should be major, major, major resistance for this thing. It topped out in that area, like I said, last week. It also kind of had an island top there back on January 19th as well. And it's going longer term. The stock, I don't see much after this area, perhaps up until the 95.
Radio Shack reported early earnings last night, Joe. They reported early and they lowered guidance significantly. They are absolutely killing the stock here today. Oh, it's not pretty, Joel. It was trading down to 8.25 after hours. It was a lot worse today even. It's trading at 7.75 right now. So this chart I'm showing you just shows the activity there for the last 3 months. Doesn't chart it today. We are trading way below here. We are making the old 52-week low. This is 9.15 you're looking at your chart. This thing is trading at 7.75, so it's in uncharted waters really here right now. This is a stock that just continues to disappoint. It's had, obviously a rough years, Joel, really here, and it keeps drifting lower. You wonder if this is a company, this drift down, eventually to zero. I'm not sure. If you look at 2009, if we go back there, I think we bottomed out around $6. I'm not sure if that's going to come into play today, but I wouldn't put anything past this stock. 772 just getting killed. Best Buy actually getting a little bit of a sympathy move too. So if you're wondering why Best Buy is trading down today, it's off those terrible Radio Shack guidance. Best Buy was trading down into the 24.40s last night. I think that might have been a little overdone. But 25.38 is where it's closed. It's offered at 25.10 right now. So BBY might have some weakness too. Let's go back to Radio Shack though, Joel. What do you think?
It looks like they're out to whack Radio Shack, and that's exactly what they're doing. Dennis, that low that you identified in '09 was 647. I would hazard to guess it's not going to get there today. But if, in fact, they can't hold this 755 level, that's been the low in the pre-market, you've had a lot of consolidation here in the 750 area. So those of you who love to buy the dip on stocks that are down 25% or so, the 750 area would be a stopping point. The next area would be 650. Moving on to the BBY, just trying to get off the mat here. It had a spike down in the pre-market below 2450. It's popped up now. It's trading around the 2480 level. Not sure. I mean, I think Best Buy is a little bit better of a company than Radio Shack, but this $25 level was holding its major support. We broke through that. I would use that as resistance. The other support besides the pad at 2430 would be 2432, which was the low on January 18th. Just quickly, Dennis, I just guessed the model for brick and mortar to sell computers and electronics is going by the wayside.
Yeah, that's the problem. Everybody buys this stuff online now, or like Amazons are competing with these things. I think Best Buy is still your shop that they go to. I don't think Best Buy is in nearly as bad a shape as Radio Shack is. But it looks like it might be a little bit weaker today, too. We're still waiting on the ExxonMobil numbers. Give you another one. Archer Daniels Midland ADM reported here earlier on this morning. Stock trading at 28.55 right now after closing at 29.71, so it's trading quite a bit weaker. Interesting enough, we had some bottoms here. Joel will tell you whatever that bottom is there from earlier this year. There was it looks like about 28.35 on the chart. Joel maybe give you the specific number on that one. Looks like that's where it might be heading towards. What's that number, Joel?
28.30, 28.36,
okay.
And you also had a low at 28.47.
Okay.
So that should be some good area support below 8 and below 28 at 27.60. But this is one of the these churners when it it has a pretty big move like this. It usually kind of digests it and moves the other way.
Yeah, ExxonMobil just reporting earnings right now, so we are going to get it in $1.97 versus $1.96. That's being reported by CNBC. 85.61, so actually it's pulling back. It was trading as high as 86.50 this morning, only trading 85.61 now, so ExxonMobil is pulling back here, Joel. It's holding on to, so it's still green on the day, but just barely. Do us a quick technical on ExxonMobil again here after the report.
Yeah, well, Dennis, they still haven't been able to crack on Monday's high and close at 85.50, treading right there. I would use that area still as your swing area. Looks like it got a little bit juiced in the pre-market up to that 86.5 area, so that would be major resistance. But you really got to see what transpires here at this 85.5.
Okay, shows are up there a little bit earlier for you today. We are get the market movers sheet up there for you very soon as well, but we've already talked about most of them. So that's all that I've got for you. Anything you want to close with here, Joel?
Nope. Have a good day, traders.